Um, I think we see like the screen like fades up, um, and we see May, um, and I think so. She's like been stripped of her gear, so her armor, her like padded armor, has been removed. She's just wearing like the basic kind of I guess like shirt and trews, that is all under the armor, because like the armor, you wouldn't want that armor rubbing against bare skin, right? So you'd be wearing like a t-shirt, and like trousers, under it to try and like protect yourself from the armor. So she's just in that. Her pack has been taken away. Her bow, her arrows have been taken away, um, and uh, I think she's in a cage, like locked up. Um, and I think there's someone else here. Let's find out who that person is. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we have Sakar. Sakar Verna? Sakar Verna. Um, he is infamous, cheery, and greedy. He is a mystic, which is interesting because we hunt mystics, and he will refute a falsehood. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Ah, this is awesome. All right. Um, so I awake, and there's a man sitting next to me. He grins, a broad grin, um, and he says, "Well, didn't think I'd live to see the day where a hunter and a mystic would end up bound in the same cage." Um, and we see May, like she narrows her eyes when he says mystic. Um, and he says, "Well, I wouldn't say anything just yet. I wouldn't be so quick to make a judgment, for I may be your only ticket out of here." He smiles his broad grin. "That is, if you don't want to spend the rest of your life in a cage." Smiles again. And I look around, and I assess the situation. Um, let's see what I find. Let's see how much I can see. So gather information. We're rolling plus wits. I just want to see what I can find. Let's search this area and see if I can find anything, that might help us. Of course not. Of course not. Um, yeah, okay. I know what this is. So I can't see any way out of this cage. May looks around. She probably spends like 5-10 minutes like looking around this tiny area, searching everything, checking the lock, checking the bars, checking the roof. She properly looks for everything. She pats herself down, make sure they haven't forgotten anything. Um, and after all of that, her eyes finally settle on Sakar. She sighs and she says, "I don't. What would we call mystics? What would we call mystics? Doombringers?" Yeah, all right. I can't think of anything better, so that'll do. She turns to Sakar and she says, "Okay, Doombringer, I will follow you, but only because there is no other option." And he shakes his head. "No, no, I am not simply going to let you follow me if what Doom Carrier? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Um, I am not simply going to let you make use of my talents if I think that at the other end of this little soiree there wasn't a knife for my back. I need you to vow. Vow that I go free. Vow that I go free once I have gotten us out of here. And she grits May grits her teeth. You can see her in visible discomfort and anger at this. But I don't think we have any other choice, right? We must either stay in this cage until another way out approaches us, which I think the complication is just that there literally isn't any other option, right? On a miss, something might have happened eventually. On a The complication means that there just isn't any other option that will get me and Mira's body and out of here, so I can complete my vow, my death vow, to Mira. Um, yeah, okay. So I think, yeah, he kind of leans back and he says, "So, a vow," and he reaches out and he like places his hand on the iron bars of this cage. Um, and I do the same. I reach out. And I don't like he's like grasping it. I just like place my hand against it. And he says, "As a sign of good faith, I will go first. Like, rests, I swear by iron that I will free you from this bondage. Your turn." And I look at him, I stare him in the eyes, and I say, I swear by iron that I will not, that my blade will not meet your back once we are free of this place. And I don't think I notice the wording there, but he does. He smiles. He says, "You know, it is not the mystics that cause the plague. Us, ones like me, ones who can control it, we are safe, mostly." And I scoff, and I say, "Doom Carrier, you will never be safe. You will always be a threat to those around you, and a threat to yourself. Now get me, you, and the body out of here. Now." And I think he looks around and he smiles and he says, "You know, I never would have thought I would have found myself with a hunter asking for the mystic's help." And he blinks, and like the like radiance that we like blue kind of veins shoot out from his eyes and then kind of go down his face, and let's see what happens. I'm curious because there is an oracle, right? Isn't there like a mystic backlash oracle? What is that meant? Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it happens, right? He does it. We are teleported out of here. Magic is a powerful bitch, especially in the hands of those who know how to control it. No, I don't even think he teleport. I think he blinks. We see it, and the cage just vanishes. Right. Um, let's. I want to roll Mystic Backlash and see what happens to him. You are lost in shadow and find yourself without memory of how you got here. Okay. So there was also something Matt wrote down. I don't know where he wrote it though. Was it in the world? About like what happens when you do. If you roll a miss on a heal roll for plague. He didn't write down what the chances of getting it were, so that's fine. Alright, whatever. I don't have it written there. So he doesn't cause a new plague. But the cage vanishes. And I look around, blinking in the new light that is bathing us. And I blink kind of rapidly, and then when I open my eyes once, I'm in shadow. The darkness, the light has gone, around us has gone, and it's just me and Sakar. Sorry. And I look at him and I say, Doom Carrier, what have you done? What is this? And he looks around. I do not know. This is something different than I have ever experienced before. And he like reaches his hand out and he kind of walks his hand through the shadow that completely surround us. And it kind of frays and moves, but it doesn't dissipate. We're still there. And I turn to him and I say, well, get us out of here. Now! And I don't know if he can. Right? Like we are traps. I don't know why. I don't know why we've been transported to this land of shadow. You know what? I think I know exactly why we have been. So I'm looking around, and the shadow seems to like dissipate and fade in some areas, and then grow stronger in other areas. And let me roll something real quick. 49. Have we already used those? Why do I feel like we've already... No, okay. Kita. Kid. Ha. A goddess of shadows. And I look around, and I think like something clicks, and I astonished, like we can see the visible shock on May's face as she says, this is Kita's lair, goddess of shadows, but the gods are dead. And May turns back to Sakar, and she says, "How is it you've brought us here?" Where are we? How? And he looks. He says, "I I don't know. This is different to any place. I am just as confused as you." And May takes a step forward, and she looks around, um, and I think we see it, right. We see, from the misting shadows, we see a space open in front, um, and I think we almost see, the reason we see it is this pulsating blue light that's in front of us, and we step forward into this area that kind of opens around us, and we see a throne, a throne of the purest darkness imaginable. It is black, it is the void, and upon the but somehow, despite its lack of clarity, its lack of definition, we know it is what it is. We know this is the throne of Kida, and seated upon it is a being of shadow, of darkness, of mist, of incorporeal, as incorporeal as we could possibly imagine it. But riddled through this being, this creature, this goddess, are these lines of blue, these veins of this bright, pulsating blue. And I turn to Sakar in awe and say, "This is Kida. This is the god, the goddess. She's..." And I take like a couple more, like, or May takes a couple more like staggering steps forwards, and she stops and looks at it, and then the like shock, and horror of what she's seeing flashes to anger in a split second, and she turns and she looks at Sakar, and she reaches for a knife that isn't there, but when she grabs and pulls up, there is a knife there. It's a knife made entirely of shadow, of darkness, of mist. And she steps forward and she says, "You did this. You and your kind did this." And she gestures around her to the shadowy realm and the throne of darkness and the incorporeal being with the pulsating blue light upon it. And she says, "You killed the gods. All of them." And she like pulls up the dagger, and he says, he's Sakar, like, holds his hands. He says, "No, no, 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 no. Vow, remember your..." And May stabs down with this shadow dagger, the shadow blade, and all of a sudden, like, there is a blinding flash of light. This entire area is filled and flooded with light, and we see the wisps of shadow like taking shape, and then it kind of like drifts off, revealing the bandit camp. But it's not Sakar who's before May with a dagger of shadow embedded in his chest. It's the leader of the bandits, and this blade, which from where it hits him in his chest and his sternum, and it goes straight through, and he looks shocked, right? Like this is almost as if we weren't there a second ago, and now he has what? And all of there's a collective yell from the bandits in the camp as they turn and they see May with this blade, this dagger of shadows embedded in their leader's chest, and I think the shadows are like spilling out from the wound and are like enveloping him. And he screams a final scream as the shadows kind of come up over his face, and as he opens his mouth to scream, they enter his mouth, and there's no sound. But then the shadows drift apart, and there's nothing apart from May holding the dagger and looking around at the bandits. I think I'm gonna face danger again. I think on a hit or any sort of hit, so a weak hit or a strong hit, I think they just run. Right? I think they're just like, fuck this. This shit just got intense. We weren't here for this. So let's face danger. And I don't. It's not deception, stealth, or trickery. But this is literally the blade of the shadow goddess. So I'm gonna give myself it. I'm gonna give myself that narrative advantage. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of talking. So let's face danger. Let's face danger with Shadow. Cool. A weak hit. So I think regardless, right? Like I said, on a weak hit, they all run. So I succeed, and they run, and this is brilliant. This is actually, I prefer this to a strong hit. I think as the shadow dagger takes, as it consumes this bandit leader, I think it also hurts us, right? Like there's a feedback, and these kind of the black shadow like wraps its way around Mira's hand, or May's hand, and I think we take a harm. I think that's perfect. Okay, cool, awesome. The bandits run, just absolutely terrified from whatever just appeared in the middle of their camp, whatever being, whatever, dare I say, deity, just appeared in their camp and caused their leader to turn into nothing but mist and smoke. They run. And I think that counts as a milestone. Whoa. That was cool. So let's mark progress. This one definitely counts as 2 progress. Welcome back. You just missed our encounter with the dead shadow goddess. So we stand there, this shadow dagger in hand, and we turn to Sakar, the mystic that helped us escape our cage, and I say, in almost like a shaky voice, she says, you're coming with me. And he shakes his head. He says, you swore a vow. And I say, I did. The vow was not to have a dagger find your back. It won't. But you are the only person who can confirm what I have just experienced. So you're coming with me, and you will tell of this experience to the hunters. Is it a council? Is it the Hunters' Council? Or what's like a step above a hunter? I don't know. Prime? Can be called the Prime? Maybe? It's a little too generic, but it kind of works. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything better. The Hunter's Accord. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sweet. So I turn to him and say, you'll come with me, and you will tell our story to the Hunter's Accord, to the Prime, and we shall see what they make of you. Don't worry, my vow will restrict any of them from hurting you as well. We may be opposed to your kind, but we are honor bound, and I have made a vow. He seems to let out like a sigh of relief and nods. And then I think we collect up our things, we sheath our new shadow dagger, we collect up the rest of our gear. I think maybe we can, so I think we can probably, let's resupply here, right? So when you hunt, forage, or scavenge, we're gonna scavenge this camp. They all fucking booked it. We're gonna, so first of all, let's go to character sheet. Let's go to notes, and +1 dagger of the shadow of the dead, goddess of shadows, can kill an unsuspecting target in a single hit, but always causes harm equal to the target's threat. Rank. Hell yeah. Sorry about banging the mic just then. That probably sounded awful. Cool. All right. Let's oh, oops, that was progress here instead. Let's continue our journey. Roll plus wits, and now a friend is coming with us. Oh, that's painful. That's real painful. Shit. Okay. So where are we? Untake a journey. On a miss, you are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. I think we just get lost. Right? We don't exactly know where we are. So I think we just get lost. Simple as that. So I think it kind of makes sense to me. I'm gonna mark us losing two supply due to us wandering around in the middle of in the middle of the middle of nowhere, uh, trying to find our way out. Let's roll again. Emails popping up. All right, roll plus wits. Uh so we missed again, obviously, but it's a complication. Wow, so this has to be something more significant. Let's read. Where's the matches? On a miss, the map represents a heightened negative outcome, a complication, or a new danger. If unsure, ask the oracle. Shit, I really don't know what this could be. So I'm gonna. Let's see if we can find an oracle for it. Major plot twist. All right, let's do that. Is there a actually? There might already be. There is major plot twist. No one expected a more dangerous foe is revealed. Okay, so I think we're attacked, right? Those bandits, which we thought we had gotten rid of, had laid an ambush, and we've stumbled right the fuck into it. So let's progress. Let's change this to bandits, and these are dangerous bandits for sure. Um, all right, all right. So I think it would probably be worse. I think these would probably be formidable if it wasn't um, for what's his name, for Sakar. I think Sakar is dealing with the sum by himself, using his mystic bullshittery to deal with some of the bandits, and we're dealing with the others. So let's enter the fray. I guess we're fighting. We're walking along this path, hoping no one will trouble us. But instead, I think we like an arrow comes sailing by and thuds into the tree next to us. We turn and let's roll. We're ambushed. Ambushed. Roll plus wits. Of course we miss, because every fucking roll we've done today has been a miss. On a miss, the combat begins with you at disadvantage. Pay the price. Your foe has the initiative. I don't know. Maybe I think we might take a stress. We lose a spirit. We as the arrow flies by, we are shocked. In some way, I'm gonna lose a spirit. I don't know how to justify that. Okay. We could die on like not no word of a lie. We could just be dead here, because Sakar isn't a companion, right? So he can't help me. He's just kind of doing his own thing, but he can't help me in this fight. If I die, I die. Shit. All right. So we are fighting. We do not have the initiative, so we are clashing. I'm going to try and shoot them. So this is when you exchange a volley at range or shoot an advancing foe. So I think this is both, right? Either or. We're exchanging volleys with someone in the trees, or we're shooting an advancing foe. We're probably trying to deal with the bowman first. So let's roll plus edge. Honestly, we might just die here. This is, this is brutal. On a miss, you are outmatched and must pay the price. I mean, I think the... I don't know. Pay the price. Most obvious outcome. Obviously, the most obvious outcome is us taking damage. I'm going to do this. So, the most obvious outcome is us taking damage. So, that's likely. The other one is us losing some supply. Like, the arrow clips our bag and some of our shit falls out. So, let's roll. Both are pretty bad for us. But let's find out which happens. So one is likely. There should be... Scroll up so I can get to the oracle for it. Where the hell is the one I'm looking for? Just the normal yes/no oracle. God, it's in here somewhere. Let me just search. Yes. No. Here we go. All right, so one is likely. So us taking harm is likely. So 26 or greater, we take harm. Lower than 25 or lower, we lose supply. Oops. We lose supply. All right. Bad, but not as bad as the other option would be. So we've hit 0 supply, which is a problem when we try and continue our journey next. But okay, cool. I'm gonna keep this up. All right, let's strike again. It's again exchanging blows at range. Awesome. Strong hit. Fucking finally. We enter, so we deal our damage. So, on a... Where are we? On a strong hit... no, sorry, strike. On a strong hit, inflict 1 harm. You... no, sorry, we're clashing. On a strong hit, you inflict your harm. You have the initiative. I want to try and deal with this as quickly as possible. This is a dangerous foe, so it's 2 progress per harm, and we just dealt 1 from our normal and a 2nd from our... I'm going to deal extra harm because of a strong hit. So, bandits. So we're marking 4 progress on the bandits from that 1 hit as our arrow probably flies out and kills the one of the bowmen in the trees. So we're striking now. We have the initiative as we continue to fire at our opponents, our adversaries in the trees. Another strong hit. Fuck yes. This is the shit we need. Right now, this is when we need it as well. On a strong hit, inflict +1 harm and retain the initiative. So, once again, 2 more harm dealt to our foes. I think, so we should have 8 harm. I'm going to try and end it. End the fight. So, after, on a strong hit, So after when you take decisive action, shooting into the trees, decisive action, that's shooting at people, and score a strong hit, which we just have, you may resolve the outcome of this fight. If you do, roll the challenge dice and compare your progress. Momentum is ignored. All right, so let's roll. Strong hit. Fuck yeah. On a strong hit, the foe is no longer able to fight. They are killed or out of that. They run again, right? So we kill two of them. Our arrows fling off into the trees, and we hear screams as two of them fall, and the rest flee. Awesome, sick. Well, that could have gone much worse. Although we are out of supply now. So can we... When your supply is exhausted, reduce to 0, mark unprepared. Okay. So we're now unprepared. Which is already done for us. Cool. If you must suffer additional minus supply while unprepared, you must exchange each additional supply for minus health, spirit, or momentum as appropriate for the circumstance. Cool. Where I need a heal or something, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try and heal my own wounds. This is just me, like in the co-op game. This was us doing magic. In this is just me tending to my wounds, right? Like I'm hurt. I pull out like bandages and shit. And I'm gonna try and heal myself. So heal. Roll plus wits. If you're mending yourself, roll plus wits or iron, whichever is lower. Iron, obviously. Weak hit. On a weak hit, as above, but suffer -1 supply, or not suffering -1 supply. So we're going to suffer -1 momentum, down to 1. But we gain 2 health. So we're up to 3 health, which is good. We bandage our wounds. And I think we're going to try and loot. I thought there was like a specific move for looting. Let me see if I search this for loot. I need to try and search the bodies I've killed to try and loot. No results. Okay, so there isn't. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So I guess it's just resupplying then. Let's pick through the bodies of these band. I don't think we're going to have much, but we have to try and get something. So this is kind of a mixture of us foraging, or us, like looting the bodies of those we slay. So we're rolling plus wits. A weak hit. On a weak hit, take +2 supply, but suffer -1 momentum for each. Oh. So what? Okay, interesting. So we're now at -1 momentum. What does that mean? But we gain 2 supply. Are we still unprepared? Let's look this up. Okay, so first of all, let's find out just momentum. Let's just go to the part of the book that tells us about momentum. Go to the... Your momentum cannot drop lower than -6. This is your minimum momentum. If move tells you lower your momentum is already at minimum. Make a face of setback moves. Okay, so nothing. It just suffering. Okay, here we go. When your momentum is less than 0 and it matches the value of your action die, you must cancel the action die. Oh shit! So if I roll a 1. Oh shit! So if I roll a 1 and I've got minus momentum, ooh, that's bad. Oof. Okay, alright. So, we need to try and continue on our journey. We need to try and make some fucking progress. Let's roll wits, and for once, try not to fail. Okay, I'll take a weak hit. I'll take it. On a weak hit, you reach a waypoint but suffer -1 supply. I will fucking take that. We just gained 2 supply. No? Okay, we need to look to see unprepared. Hey, Spirit. I need to see if unprepared goes away. Why is my microphone moving by itself? Oh shit, that's because the clamps come off my desk. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and hold this till we can finish the session. Oh, fuck. Hopefully that's okay. Okay. Unprepared is what we're looking for. So unprepared. Oh shit. If you are unprepared, you cannot increase supply. Shit. How do I get rid of unprepared? Oh shit! You need to sojourn. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. That's bad. So we are unprepared. We have no supply. Which means shit. Didn't know that. I'm hoping I can find what, because we just took minus. Yeah, okay, here we go. While you were unprepared, you cannot increase supply. If you suffer additional minus supply while unprepared, you and your allies must each exchange supply for a combination of minus momentum, minus health, or minus spirit. So I'm gonna drop spirit by 1, and we're gonna roll again. I remember you, Spirit. Don't be saying hurtful shit like that, man. I remember you. Okay. Things ain't going well. That's for sure. So we just need to finish this fucking journey. How far through are we? 4? Oh, we're never gonna. What happens if I try and finish and don't do it? So once your journey comes to an end, roll the challenge dice, compare your progress. On a strong hit, favors you. On a weak hit, you face unforeseen hazards. On a miss, you have gone hopelessly astray. Your objective is lost to you, or you were misled about your destination. If your journey continues, clear all but one. Oh, fuck. Okay, I mean, I can't not. Oh, yeah, I need to get more progress. Alright, fine. Let's roll wits again. Please don't fail me. Fuck! Alright. We missed. We are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. Fuck, we might just die here. Honestly, this is bad, everyone. This is real bad. Shit. Okay. So, I'm gonna suffer harm. Right? I'm gonna suffer minus supply, which would then turn into minus harm, for being waylaid. So I'm gonna minus supply, which we're already at 0, which turns into -1 health. And then I'm gonna try and find a community out here. I need to, right? I need to try and fucking. I need to try and find a community where I might be able to try and find some help. Because if we don't, I'm just gonna wait. Sorry, give me a sec. This is fucking annoying. Okay, that should be better. I've basically just been like holding my microphone for a little bit there, the whole stand. So now I'm just holding the microphone instead of holding the entire stand up. I'll fix it another time. Yeah, it doesn't really work with my current desk setup, but I'll make something work. Not sure what though. Okay. So I'm gonna try and gather information, search an area, ask questions, or conduct an investigation, or follow a track. So for me, for right now, I didn't break anything. It's the clamp doesn't like clamp onto my desk properly. So the clamp just fell off because it's not secured properly. But I can fix it, just not right now. So, well, you might be in luck. I was gonna finish up this stream and then play RimWorld. So, you know, fucking spawning rats. So I'm gonna try and gather information to try and find if I can fucking find a town around here or someplace we can fucking hide and recover for a bit. So let's gather information. Rolling plus wits. A weak hit. Okay, that's fine. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Alright, so I think this is kind of obvious what we face here. We enter into the town. We find a town, right? We find one. But when we enter, there is a reason why we can't just recover straight away. I don't really know what that is just yet. Let's maybe roll up the town and see if that gives us something. So this is Springtide. Let me add this in. So text. We're probably right here on the border at the moment. So this is number 6. Which is Springtide, right on the border here. The world. Edit. Scroll down. Number 6. Spring. Tide. Let's copy some of this information in. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. I mean, look. We figured out what the problem is. They're in league with the bandits. Of course they are. No, wait, even better. They're in league with the fucking mystics. Even better. I'm gonna paste this underneath Springtide. In league with the enemy. Springtide. Let me drag this across so you can actually see it all. Springtide is a refuge for mystics. The fuckers. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna leave Ironsworn for now. We are halfway, around about halfway through our journey. We have come across Springtide, which is a refuge for mystics. We have our companion. We have our friend. Friend. Where is he? Sakar, our friend, the mystic. Yeah. So I'm gonna end things on that. We will rejoin next time with more, and continuing on from where we are now. We will figure out how we're gonna try and get aid out of this town of mystics. Why they're not just gonna kill us straight away. I think Sakar might be pretty spot on with helping us in that regard, because otherwise I feel like they ain't gonna be our friends. Yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed. If you are watching this as the VODs on YouTube, hi, we stream this on Twitch. If you want to come in and hang out live, link will be below. Yeah, that was fun. We discovered some old dead gods. We continued to fail and complicate our quest fucking endlessly. A simple journey from A to B has become so fucking much more. But I guess we'll figure out how we'll do that next time. So, until then, peace.